So what's happening here? So this is one of my first days doing this, and I think the first thing we're going to need to talk about is the news. I actually stopped watching the news for the last couple years. It's just ridiculous, and every time I dip into it and catch up on something, it gives me good reason to understand why I stopped watching the news. I used to be a staunch conservative, voted Republican all along party lines. But to be honest with you, the Republicans are just as bad, if not worse, sometimes than the Democrats. Every last one of them is corrupt, and there's never been any good news on the news, but the news you see now is it you wonder how it can get any worse, and then the next day opens up and it's worse. So I've been kind of half watching this Hunter Biden stuff as if anyone really cares. See, that's the whole point. That's the point right there. I just don't care anymore. So it's hard to report on something that you just don't care about. None of it, almost without exception, affects me, affects my family. And if you start following this stuff, it'll make you crazy. You start, being surrounded by doom and gloom. The world's going to end tomorrow. I kind of wish the world would end tomorrow. It would. I mean, just on the Fox News page, and those guys are crazy too. Hunter Biden's emails and texts contradict key claim by president's son's lawyers. Oh, shocker. It was an $80 million fighter jet went down. 80 million bucks. One plane gone. Billions in U.S. hostage payments fueling the rogue terror regime since 1981. I don't even have to open it. I know who it is. Clinton's controversial foundation teams up with celebrities for new project. What else is going on? LGBTQ citizens feel betrayed after all Muslim city council bans pride flags. Well, I'm not homophobic. I'm of the belief that everyone to their own. Just do your own thing. Not just the gays. Not just that sounded racist, didn't it? The gays. Not just people of the LGBTQ culture. Everyone, just mind your own business. Quit shoving things in people's faces. Ozzy Osbourne's son reveals what rocker refused to do as a grandparent. Who cares? Who cares? Youth pastor tried to murder family before setting the house on fire. Good Lord. Illegal immigrants. What is this one? Cheering illegal immigrants on train bound for U.S. But that's not even the worst part. School claims no discrimination after suspending a black student over hairstyle. Yeah, that's discrimination. No question about it. 80-year-old man returning home shot and killed in front of his wife by a bike riding suspect. The world is upside down. It really is. Powerball jackpot climbs to 10th largest in history. And that's something that's strange. Why is it that the lines get longer and more people line up for those lines when the Powerball jackpot gets up to, this amount, or 150 billion, or whatever, the biggest in the world history? It's like they won't buy them if they're only worth $1 million or $2. Like that's not enough for them. But they'll risk that $5, $10, $2, whatever it costs. I don't buy them, but whatever that costs, they'll risk it when the odds get crazy out of their favor. But when I guess $1 million isn't good enough for them. Moving on here. Okay.